Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Back to do another tag video. And this time I was tagged by my good friend Lisa Loves. Um, Please go subscribe to her channel. I think most of you probably already are already. But she has a wonderful channel. She has a great family. And she's just a super nice person. So, this is the Saw tag that she came up with, which I was really excited to do. And without further ado, let's get started. What is your favorite Saw movie and why? Okay, it's going to be the original Saw. It is the one that started it all, and when I saw this film, it blew me away. Such a creative film. I actually like the entire series, except for the Jigsaw I'm not that big of a fan of, which is why it is actually not here, because I haven't bought it yet. But anyway, I love Saw. It is just an awesome film. And I'll get into more later in my tag. So, anyway, question number 2. What are your top 3 Saw traps? Okay. Number 3 has got to be the pendulum scene from Saw 5. I thought it was awesome. When that thing ripped him in half, I just loved it. It was so cool. And that really doesn't sound that great, does it? For me. But anyway, I loved it. I just thought it was so cool. My second favorite is the flammable jelly from the original Saw. There is just so many facets to this actual trap. It's just brutal all the way through. Um, a guy has poison coursing through his veins. He's covered with flammable jelly, and there's broken glass all over the floor, and he has to find a key. It's just, it's really brutal. But my favorite is Saw 2, The Pit of Needles. And you're going to learn probably more than you want to about me in this video, so just bear with me. I am not scared of needles. I do have a history with needles. I was diagnosed with leukemia when I was 28, and I have been a sticking, what am I looking for here? What's the word I'm looking for? I've been stuck so many times it's not even funny. And I've had to give myself injections for different clinical trials and stuff like that. So going into a pit of needles is not pretty, it is horrific to me. So that'll be my answer to question number 2. Question number 3. What is your favorite twist in the franchise? I picked 2. My second favorite would be the Amanda story from Saw 2, but my favorite is the original Saw. It just blew me away. The entire story blew me away, and like I said, I'll get more into that with one of the other questions. Not to cut it short, but I'm actually going to do question number 4 last for a specific reason. But question number 5. Did you predict any of the twist endings? And I will say absolutely not. They are so multi-layered that I may have predicted 1 or 2 things that might have happened, but it's because of this that caused that, and this that caused that, and it's just like, it's so multi-layered that I think it would be extremely hard to pick, to be able to figure out the entire ending. But that's just me. Question number 6. What would you like to see in a new Saw movie? This is probably not going to be a very popular answer. I actually wish it would end. I wish it would have ended with Saw the final chapter, to be honest with you. I didn't really care for Jigsaw that much. I mean, it was okay. I did go to see it in the theaters with a friend of mine, and I don't know. The guy's dead. I mean, there's only so much you can do with it, in my opinion. And I think all avenues have now finally been exhausted. But now I'm going to go back to question number 4, which you're going to learn a lot more about me, hopefully. It is, what do you like or dislike about Saw? I don't really dislike anything about Saw, but the thing I like and that really resonated with me, it hit home for me big time, was the moral of the story. And I know there's so many Saws now, and it gets so, like I said, there's just so many layers to the endings and all that, but the original moral of the story is, those who have a problem or a disease learn to love life more. And it kind of makes you sick when people don't appreciate life. And that's going to go back to my diagnosis, which was in the year 2000. I was diagnosed with leukemia, and, suffice it to say, I'm not going to get into everything that happened, but it's a lot. And that message always really resonated with me. And people are like, how can you like that movie? It's so violent and so brutal and so twisted. But if you really think about it, he didn't kill anybody. They killed themselves. And that's kind of the way I feel about it. And it was their poor life choices and their overall character, I think, that killed them in the end. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, this series has always hit home with me. It's been one of my favorites. I know eventually I have to upgrade to Blu-ray because the actual Blu-ray set is quite cheap now. But I don't know. I've always kind of liked the DVDs, and the only thing I do regret is my local Ollie's had the Saw 5 where they had the spinning blade and it has him talking in the background, and I didn't buy it. I should have. It was only like a couple dollars. I should have bought it. It was brand new, but anyway, I'm also going to leave this tag open for anyone who wants to do it. I know Saw has gotten a lot of flack over the years and hasn't been overall one of people's favorite franchises. Most people I talked to said, oh, I love the first couple or the first 3, or a lot of other people said, I love the first one, I thought it was great, but then they just sucked after that. I don't agree, but, like I said, I will leave this open to anyone who wants to do it. I'm glad that this topic got brought up. Thank you, Lisa, for your creativity. And I know you have another tag going on. Looking forward to participating in that as well. Tell Isaac I said hi. And if you are not subscribed to Lisa Loves, you are really missing out. She has a great channel. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.